One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to InfoCision Stadium in Akron, Ohio, home of the Zips. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Zips will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will take the first swing of the game. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. That's the kind of... can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Looking to pass. It's Reddick. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic with his feet. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. They're facing a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. So the Akron Zips offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking to throw, it's Reddick. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the air on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it. Recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Rides the back and leaves it. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Zips will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
Scanning the field, it's Reddick. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Rides the back on the option to give.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He'll run for it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
The inside handoff. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Wants to throw. It's Reddick. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Nicholson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll try to do it himself. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. The Zips will send out the punt unit. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is, look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking downfield, it's Reddick. He's going to fire deep. He caught it.
You gotta love aggressive offenses. You get third down and short, a lot of defenses thinking run. They got fourth down in their back pocket. This offense is aggressive, takes the shot, makes the big play, goes from their side of the field to now set up 1st and goal.
He might want another play. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they are getting elite play from their quarterback. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders. And best of all, they've protected the football. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time.
Looking for the end zone. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Calls his own number. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Complete in the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this.
There he goes! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at InfoCision Stadium.
And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Zips line up to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Touchdown, Ohio State. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's open on the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Nicholson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Zips decide to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the... and really sets up this offense nicely. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Quarterback may change this route. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They needed less than a yard, didn't hesitate, didn't think about the field goal. Probably a little long for that, but they get the first down.
And now that you've got it and a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. You're sort of in that fringe area. There are a lot of coaches that like to take shots at this specific juncture of the field. Let's see what the offense does here.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Charles. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to...
Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Zips will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
On the move, it's Charles. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for.
Breaks into the open. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Get set, get set.
Handoff to the single running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Okay, ready?
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. And the Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Handoff to the fullback. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play.
Got it.
Line is set on 3rd down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
Ready.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Might be changing the route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to power it in. He gets it down to the 3 and not an inch further, and they get a stop on 4th and goal. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. The Zips backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Quick handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Zips in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Zips will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.